Doki Doki Literature Club is a visual novel slash dating simulator. It's an immensely adorable game that eventually devolves into tragic fuckness. It's an immensely fascinating game, but since it was done in an anime art style, it became very divisive. See, a common misconception is that there's no good anime. This is false. There are 2 good animes. I'm sure most of you have played it before, but to the 7 of you that haven't, I prefer not to spoil it for you. I think it's something that everyone should experience start to finish for themselves at least once. It is free after all. This ROM hack is intended to be a parody of DDLC and other dating simulators. Now in most dating sims, your goal is to walk around and achieve romantic slash sexual conquest with as many different women as possible. DDLC 64 manages to be somehow even more weird as you play as Mario, a 40-year-old plumber who walks around a high school campus doing various things for all these different girls so he can eventually marry them all. And before you say, well, Mario's in his 20s, Miyamoto said so, that's still weird, and there's no way this chain chomp is over 18. Also, the game says that he's 40, and that's not even the extent of how fucked up this game is. I have to ask, why did they turn Elliot Rodger into a Goomba and put him in this game? That's not okay, that's not okay. Mind you, I'm not sure who's worse, this guy or this guy. Like, holy shit, calm down, man. I mean, you're talking about a spindrift here. How hot could she be? Damn. Check out this guy. He's really hot on this baby penguin. Wait. What in the fuck? Oh, and they made Chris Chan into a Goomba as well. So far this game has incel Goombas, Chris Chan Goomba, and penguin pedophile bombs. It should really mention that on the back of the box. So basically how this game works is you walk up to these characters and strike up a conversation. There's usually a choice of what to say to them, and if you say the right thing, you advance the relationship further. Sometimes you'll be asked for a power star as well. What happens is you go over to this field where power stars are seemingly dropped in at random. You collect them all so you can give them to these characters, except sometimes you can use the stars to buy specific items for the characters who ask for them. After a routine of talking to the characters, giving them stars and shit, and doing certain elaborate tasks at times, you eventually marry them and they disappear from the school. Eventually, as you go along, marrying more characters, the Koopa police start showing up, inquiring about the missing students. Probably no big deal. A long time ago, I played a ROM hack called Special for You. Unlike all the other ROM hacks I played before that one, it was less of a really fun game and more of an experiential hack. Playing through the game was like reading a book. It was more of a story than an actual fun game. DDLC 64 can probably be described in the same way, but running through the star field to get the stars is a nice taste of actual Mario gameplay. I think it's refreshing to see a game take from both worlds. Really, the coolest thing about this game is just going through the dialogue for these characters. It's honestly hilarious at times, and at other times it's just a little bit weird. I think my favorite character would probably be the Eyeball. She's really dreamy and mysterious. There's a moment where she asks you to jump off of the roof to prove your love for her, and Mario, being the die-hard romantic that he is, and also probably being more than twice her age, and also cheating on Peach, follows suit. Wonderful. I'm also a fan of this super edgy, creepy, spooky ghost. Boom Bell is also pretty cool too. She's the head of the debate club and she's addicted to painkillers. That's like the best combination of things you could think of. Other characters include this angry bitch Womp, this spider who's apparently a trap. Could have fooled me, not that it really makes a difference to me. He's not the only guy in the game either. Nathaniel Bandy is here too. He's looking a little tiny though. This guy's gotta hit the gym. I mean, this guy dies after doing like 7 half-assed push-ups.
Gotta go lower? Dude, I was already like touching the ground.
I'd probably date him still. Maybe. It'd be pretty awesome if Yuri of Wind was in the game too. I mean, just look at that hair. Come on, how you gonna not have the fucking... I'm actually impressed at how unique these characters' personalities are. Some of them appear to be based loosely on personalities from the original DDLC, while others are totally new. I love the Spindrift. She's always encouraging you to work out and exercise and stuff. The bully is quite literally a bully, who's trying to get you to sneak her out of detention and shit. Then there's this Toad, who has pictures from every single anime ever. Except Dr. Phil. What the fuck? In total, it took me a little over 2 hours to beat this game. That's pretty sweet considering the kind of hack it is. Of course, some of that time was spent figuring out how the game is supposed to work, but this didn't take extremely long to do. For this kind of hack, this is actually a pretty solid runtime. Once you've married all of the characters, your duty is done, and it's time for you to go home and get some well-deserved shut-eye. I gotta say, this game is actually kinda cute. I mean, it's clearly meant entirely as a joke and is a little bit sketchy and bizarre at times, but I think that it's most definitely on the must-play list. I'm actually pretty keen on these experiential ROM hacks. I would hope that we see more of these in the future, because the thing is that ROM hacks do have a tendency to be a little bit generic at times, so this is a little bit refreshing to see every once in a while. In case you haven't already played it, I struggled. What the fuck?
Alright, look, I know you think this is just fun and games, okay? But it's not. It's sabotage, and it's starting to piss me off, alright? My patience is hanging by a thread as it is. Don't look at me like that, okay? Don't look at me like that, alright? I'm telling you, this is like the last straw. And if you don't even... Fuck. You know what? Fine, fine. Do whatever you want. I don't care.